So now that we have our more refined context rules, okay, maybe it's not as refined, but it's just a lot more. I took into consideration like all the screenshots here, and this is what we were able to. This is what I was able to come out with. So for our context time frame, we were able to narrow all these context stuff, all these screenshots down to just these ones. And then from these, we developed rules based off the similarities between every single one of them. And then we were able to create these rules right here. So at any given market, right? Like I want to be able to trade any market eventually. Just, for now, I'm going to be trading futures because it's just a very liquid market and the slippage and all that stuff is basically non-existent, I think. So I want to be able to trade like stocks and stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to be testing. I will be testing every single market because I have to back test, right? So with back testing, I'm trying to aim for like 500 to 1,000 back tested trades. So I'll try to incorporate every single time frame and every single asset that I possibly can, corresponding to what I would probably trade, like the time frames I would most likely be end up trading. But for right now, we just developed these rules. So we have, just to kind of list it out, because I didn't include this in the last video. I just wrote this in a couple minutes ago. So for our context time frame, I'm trying to find prior flushes or already one-sided markets for possible reaccumulations and redistributions, kind of proving to me that there's money coming into where I want to find setups. Price creates a 1-2-1-2 sequence. Essentially, that right there is a nice sideways movement, right? We have that flush, we have a sideways movement, we have, this is a 1, we have a 2, we have a 1-2 pause. And in this pause right here, this is where I want to look to go long. Now, with my testing, I also saw areas where I could go off of a 1-2-1. However, I just want to have the market prove to me that it wants to go higher. And I'm willing just to wait one more sequence, or I'm willing to wait for one more 2-1 to then get inside of here, because at that point, the market's proved that it wants to continue going higher. So my confidence in taking a buy here will be a lot better than my confidence taking a buy there. However, I've been kind of looking at the markets the past few days, like off camera, and I have been noticing that really good moves can start with that first initial 1-2-1. But for right now, we're just gonna stick with the 1-2-1-2-1, and that's gonna be the sequence that we look for our context. So I also don't really want to have wicky movements or a lack of volume in my candles. You'll notice that a lot of these have pretty good volume in them, like the stage 2. So these moves right here have pretty good volume, really good, just one directional bias, right? Like here you have that stage 1, and then you have a nice bullish candle, right? You have a stage 1, you have a nice bullish candle, then you have a nice pullback, right? So a nice stage 1, pretty good bullish candle, stage 1, pretty good bullish candle, stage 1, pretty good bullish candle. Now this one maybe would be not as good because of the amount of wicks in here, and just it's very wicky, but these for sure were really good entries that I could get into, right? Pretty good price action here, right? Really good momentum candles. So you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to go for here. Just kind of filter it down and really be cherry picking the types of candles and the types of moves that I'm trying to go for. So this is mini candles with no wicks, doji candle buildups. So the doji candle buildups is kind of like this stuff. These aren't dojis, but it's kind of like that back and forth wickiness that I don't really want to have. And back and forth candles with large wicks. I'm looking for clean candles for that stage 2. So I literally just talked about that, right? Clean up moves or clean down moves that I'm trying to look for. Showing clear buying and selling, basically full body candles, no back and forth wicky candles. And then for the pause, right, I want them clean. I don't want any wicky movements or back and forth candles going sideways. If there is, then I won't follow it. But as soon as there is a clean movement into the MAs after that initial ugly kind of back and forth movement, then I'll be considering to follow that. Let me try and find an example really quick of what I mean. Let me find an example for that. This right here is an example of what I'm looking for. So you have pretty ugly pause right here with good buildups for the bullishness, and then you have pretty ugly pause, but then after it creates very nice down pushes. That's where I'm looking to enter. I'm not looking to find entries in here. Even when price does this little wick right here, I'm not looking for that because of how this prior price action looked. But because of this down candle right here, it's a lot more clear because it shows me that price really wants to sell off into the EMAs. And on the lower time frame, it's a really nice flush for me to start buy stopping these areas in here to get involved in this whole entire move. So that's what I'm trying to look for as well. And then a clean pause with no wicky movements or back and forth candles going sideways. If there is clean selling into the EMAs or a bit under. So what I want is basically price come to the EMAs. So we could tap the 5 like this. It could come deeper, or it could just go a little bit past the 20 EMA. That's all fine with me. All it shows really good flushes on this stuff right here, which is going to be my entry time frames. So now that I created that context stuff, I'm now going to be finding everything I can possibly find within the entry, right? Whatever my entry time frame is. And we're going to create rules. The same thing as I did with the context. We're going to create rules that give me the most amount of RR, that give me the simplest type of management system, how I'm able to break even and all that stuff. This is going to be I feel like this is going to be pretty long. So, what can I do about that, right? This is probably going to be the toughest part because this is literally my bottom line right here. So I need to make sure that I'm very confident in what I'm doing with these entries and very meticulous with what I'm looking for. So just right off the rip here, the first thing I notice is that the one that actually creates the move is under these EMAs. So you guys can see that here it didn't go under the 20, but here it went under the 20 and then held under it, and then created that accumulation with this candle with the sign of true momentum with this candle right here to then continue making that move up. So what I can say here for now, so the first trade didn't go anywhere. The second did. The difference was second one held under all 3 EMAs. Likely accounting for a deeper flush on the context time frame, and by this I kind of mean just like a larger down candle. Okay, from here what happens? So it looks like price holds under the EMAs, and then we have that nice breakout candle that was bearish, and then it closes above all 3. The accumulation was confirmed with a large bearish momentum candle closing above all 3 EMAs. So that looks really good for the actual momentum candle. So the accumulation confirmation, this is the MAs, this is the price action prior. So I'm going to kind of divide this into a couple sections. So this first section is going to be how the MAs looked and the price action. This is going to be with the actual accumulation candle and the breakout candle. And then this one is going to be more towards my management. So it looks like here price creates some pauses in here. All right, so you have nice pauses and pauses, and that can indicate areas where I could possibly go break even. There are small pockets of price where if I went to break even, price wouldn't come back. Price wouldn't come back. Now, from my understanding of supply and demand, it's all about the validation of it. So as this gets validated, right, this demand right here gets validated, or this supply, because we're in a flipped market, as this gets validated here, the probability of it coming down into here is much lower. So as price creates these little pockets of demand, it's expected that if it's the true move, or it's the move that really wants to go, it probably shouldn't come down to my break even. So this is probably a good indication to go break even, and that's what we're gonna do for this right now. So there's small pockets of price where I went to break even, price I want to come back. So we have our break even. So in terms of management, so right off the rip, I'm noticing that it holds above the EMAs. So there's no kind of breaking down or anything like that. So if I wanted to trail with the EMAs or under like a 20 EMA, I would be able to do that. It gives a lot of breathing room. However, I'm not getting like TPs. I'm not taking TPs. I'm not aggressive with my TPs. It's more of a conservative, let the momentum breathe type of trailing system. But maybe I could combine them both. I can combine them both. So I'm just gonna write. So for now, I'm noticing that trailing under the 20 EMA gives a lot of room for the trade to move, but it also shows that but it's also more conservative and can lose out on RR if it's really moving. How do the candles look? So as price creates like these large candles like this, I could also trail under that, right? Because if I were to be a lot more aggressive and trail under these candles right here, I would be taken out right there, right? I could be taken out right there. If I trailed candles, like large candles, so the trade-off here is that if I do that, there's a possibility that if I were to enter something like this, like let's say that this is a candle right here, and then I were to move my stop loss under here, or a 50% partial under here, and price takes me out, it could still start to go. But if I were to trail with the 20 EMA, I would still be in this. Like if this wasn't here and it started going up, then this would keep me in the trade still. I would get more RR, but risk getting taken out faster than letting the trade do its thing with the 20 EMA. With 20 EMA. So there's, I could pocket. So maybe I could do a 2 TP system where it's a 50% and then a full close. %, and then a full close. And then the way I can manage that is maybe I'll do, if it closes under the 20 and then it closes under the 20 again, I could do that. I could give it a chance to really go. Or I could do the momentum candles, and then oh fuck, this is complicated. I don't know how to do this. So if I trail with the momentum, or I could trade with the little pockets here. If I do the pockets, it's kind of a best of both worlds, but it's also pretty aggressive at the same time. I could also trail with the mini pockets, pauses, which is still a bit more RR. Excuse me, a little bit more RR. So let's kind of go over these three so far. So the first one is waiting for it to go under and close under the EMAs. So I would be taking 50% here and then the full position here. Or I could trade with the momentum candles. So under here, onto here, I get taken out. If I want a really fast system, I could probably just do a stop loss trail. And I would get 100% of whatever this take profit was instead of doing a partial. That'll be a lot more aggressive. Mini pauses. If I could also trail with the mini pauses, so as this pauses break even, pauses stop loss, pauses stop loss here, pauses stop loss, and for a full TP. And trail with the stop loss. Trail with the stop loss. How could I do this? How could I get the most out of a move? I feel like getting the most out of the move is with the 20 EMA break. But that could also risk a lot of, like, losing a lot of RR gain. could lose a lot of R gain, because if I did this, right, close here, like closing here and closing here, would that get me more RR closing 100% here? I don't think it would, right? Yeah, it wouldn't give me a whole thing here. I guess I just have to look at the other stuff first. So right now, 20 EMA close. Maybe I should just do one close. I shouldn't take a partial just yet. I should just keep it very simple for myself. I think I should keep it very simple for myself. Yeah, we'll do that. Keep it very simple. Take one TP. And then maybe as we expand, start taking partials. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Like, I want to focus on getting money, right? I don't want to I want to have a profitable system, and then I'll just refine it from there. So if I were to have a 1 TP system, which is just a trailing stop loss, following the momentum candles would give me more RR. Then a 20 EMA close, or the mini pauses. Okay, so in this specific scenario, I could manage this like this. The difference was that the second one held under. So wait for the EMAs to go under and hold under. As price breaks this with a nice distribution candle, a very good momentum one, I can start to break even as there are mini pockets, right? So here's a mini pocket right here, and you guys can see I never took this. It never. Actually, no, my entry would be a buy stop here. Yeah, it would be a buy stop. Oh, fuck, we forgot to do a stop loss. Holy shit. So if oh my God, I forgot the most important fucking thing, a stop loss, bro. So putting my stop loss under the candle works. Putting my stop loss under the whole down move, not the whole. So I'm talking about this, the whole swing works. Putting my stop loss 50% of the accumulation works. No, we're not gonna do 50%. We're just gonna do the whole swing and the candle. Okay. Make this a bit smaller. So this is what I have. So for the first fucking trade out of all that, yo Cat, yo Carl, out of all that, oh my God, I hate that's crazy. So this trade right here that made this move held under all 3 EMAs. It created a very nice accumulation, closing above all 3 with a nice distribution candle. Stop loss just under the candle, or stop loss under the whole entire move. And then break even as it starts to create these mini pockets, right? These mini pockets, because on a lower time frame, right, this is still structure, right? So you have here this high and this high. As it breaks this is the new low, or technically this is the new low, but you know, it's discretionary, right? You have this high this low. As it breaks, it creates this high from this low, so it shouldn't come back down into here following structure. As it breaks here, it creates this high is then created from this low, because this is the last down move for the up move. So intermediate price action on a fractal standpoint shouldn't come down into here if I go break even following the pockets. And then in terms of trailing, or okay, in terms of a trailing stop loss, if I were to follow the pockets, right, I would be pretty good RR. If I were to follow the 20 EMA, I would lose out on RR, but I would give it time. But it would give time for price to do what it wants to do and maybe go for another sideways movement for another expansion. But it does close here. If I trailed with the actual momentum candles, right, I wouldn't consider this momentum. I would consider these right here, like visibly large candles like that would be momentum. I would get the most amount of RR from that. So if I were to have a 1 TP system, which is just a trailing stop loss, following the momentum candles would give me more RR than a 20 EMA close with a stop loss trail, or the mini pauses with a stop loss trail. So that's everything dissected in this whole entire, just like what's going on here. If it gaps as well, I can do this. If price does gaps, if price gaps, in this case, nothing really happened. So when price gapped, nothing took away from. So when price gapped, it's still okay. When price gapped, I could still follow with the momentum candles and the mini pause. And oh wait, no, did this level out? No, this kind of, yeah, it kind of did the same shit, right? Closed here. I mean, it's basically at the same thing. Close. So in this case, the gap didn't really affect anything. So that's important to keep in mind, because I feel like if I trade stocks, then there's gonna be a lot of gaps. Yeah, this is what we're gonna have so far. Just copy this down here so I have the same kind of formatting. Okay, so in this one, here we have price hold under all three. So so it held under all three. So it held under all three MAs, likely account for a deeper flush on the higher con. All three MAs. Accumulation was confirmed with a large bearish momentum candle. So there was accumulation was confirmed with large. Oh wait, no, this should be a distribution. Hold on. So this would be a redistribution, right? Because of this, stuff right there. So redistribution. This right here is a reaccumulation. Reaccumulation because of past price, right? Doing that thing right there. Right, you have a breakdown. And then this breakdown right here is for the purpose of reaccumulation of what we're assuming. So as it breaks above here, that's the reaccumulation. With a large bullish candle, momentum candle closing above all three MAs. So far these two rules have been met. So it holds under the three MAs. It breaks the accumulation with a large momentum candle. So those are good. So putting my stop loss under the momentum candle works. So it works here. I don't get taken out. and putting it under the whole swing works as well. Okay, so those work. So in terms of break even, following the small pockets, break even, I wouldn't be break even yet because this swing is still in this area if I'm buy stopping. Here you have a nice pause, price creates that, and then I go break even. Back, so there are small pockets of price for break even. For now, I'm noticing that so if I trailed under the 20 EMA, so trailing under the 20 EMA would give me the same RR if I were to trail with the momentum candles. And the momentum candles would be this one. Yeah, and that's the only one. And then as price closes right here, it's technically the same amount. But if I were to trail with the mini pauses, it would also be the same amount, because I would trail here, then I would trail this pause right here just under. That would give me the same thing. So I don't know, saying that trail would give me the same amount of work. And so and under the mini pauses, so this is nothing because this all takes into account the same stop loss. So there was no gap. If I were to have the one piece showing all three of RR. Oh, okay. Is there, so I can probably do a lot better with this. So just looking at this, if I were to trail with the pauses, usually there's an actual like swing, like a little liquidation of this low. Usually there's a swing point. So if I have a pause here, this would be the swing point. Here it didn't have a swing point, it had a pause and then just created the candle. Here it didn't have a swing point, just created the candle. So would it be under the candle that validates the pause? So if it validates the pause here, it'd just be under. Okay. Or swing works. If I were to trail, okay, so if I'm trailing with, no, I'll write this at on the first one. So if I'm trailing with the mini pauses, oh my god, the fuck is that? Mini pauses, I could place my stop loss under the swing if there is a liquidation, or I could place it under the candle low of the candle that validated the pause and continuation. Pause and continuation. So let's see if this is true. So here you have the pause, right? I can put it under the swing, but there is no swing here. So I can put it under this low. As price creates the pause and validates it with this candle, I put my stop loss under this candle. As it does it again, I put my stop loss under there. Validates, I put my stop loss under here. So this is something that I need to decide after I do a bunch of these, because this is definitely gonna contribute to my bottom line. So I need to determine which one, if I were to go with the mini pauses route. Right, so for here, the mini pauses, I put my stop loss. I can put my stop loss here, or I can put my stop loss here. The way this affects my bottom line is that if this were to tap here and then go, I would be taken out. But if price were to tap here and go, I wouldn't be taken out on this one. That's where I really need to decide which one would give me more RR. So I need a bigger sample size. Okay, let's copy this. So if I trail with the mini pauses, I can place my stop loss under the swing. Or the candle low. Or the candle low. So under the candle low or the candle that validated the pause continuation. So for this one, I would get more RR by putting it under the candle low that validates, because as this validates with this candle, this stop loss right here under this candle will give me more RR than this right here. So this would give me more RR. Essentially, that would give me more RR, right? Where's the, how do I expand the fucking thing? Okay. So this, can I make this fucking thinner, bro? What the fuck? Okay. So that would give me more RR than this. Okay. So I would get more RR here than I would placing my thing here. I would get less RR with a 20 EMA close. Yeah. If I placed it under the candle validation, I would get more RR than all of the other trailing options. So with this example, if I put my RR under or my stop loss under here, it would give me more RR than following the momentum candle, because if I follow momentum candle, it's just under here, I get taken out here. If I follow the 20 EMA, I get taken out here. If I follow the swing, I get taken out here. How does this look here? So if I follow swing, so I'd be stop loss here, stop loss here, stop loss will be here. So doing on the momentum, I get the same RR with the momentum candles and the pause with the swing or with the candle low. I get a little bit less if I do the actual swing point. I get a lot less if I do the 20 EMA. And then following the actual, yeah. Okay, so let's do another thing at the bottom. So more RR equals pause candle low would give me more RR, would give me equal RR to momentum candle low, which would be greater than the pause swing, which would be equal to 20 EMA close. So looking at this example right here, following those, if I had a pause candle low, this would give me the same amount with a momentum candle low. So a pause candle low would be the validation of this right under here with the pause. If I do momentum, this would be under here because this is a momentum candle. But this would still be all greater than pause of the swing, which is this swing right here, which would equal pause, wait, no, which would be greater than the 20 EMA close. So the 20 EMA close right here would give me the worst RR. The pause with the candle low would give me the most with the momentum candle. But the pause swing would be a lot less, which was the pause swing right here, than the momentum candle low, which would be right there, but would be greater than the 20 EMA close. Let's just draw that out right there. So no, I think I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I would get more RR out of the pause candle low. I would get the same amount of momentum for the candle low, momentum candle low. The pause swing, greater than the pause swing, which be equal to the 20 EMA close, which would be equal to the momentum candle. So I would get more RR from the pause low candle than the pause swing, which be equal to the momentum and the 20 EMA close. Okay. This one. Okay, guys. All right, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna fucking get something to eat. My voice is fucked already, man. That's a lot of talking. Hold on, I'll be right back. So this one, this is a lot different. These were pretty ugly, I would say. Just in terms of how it was going sideways, I don't really like that. So it held under all three MAs from here. It was a large bullish candle. However, wasn't a good flush. It just went. Wiz. I don't think this is a trade I would take. I don't like that at all. The reaccumulation was confirmed with a nice bullish candle right here, so that's fine. Putting my stop loss under the candle works, under the swing works, and then following the pockets, which would really just be here, right? This is the first pocket, but because this is fairly just gone already, I'd probably just go break even already. But as price breaks this high, your last real down move before the up move that validates this demand would be this part. So this part right here. But since you have the momentum candle already, I would probably just put it under this. Like, I would get more RR out of that right there. I would get more RR out of this. I would get more RR out of this with the stop loss under here. My momentum stop loss would be here, and my stop loss with the actual swing would be down here. So obviously I would get more with the candlestick. I should have collected more data here with this. I should have advanced it a little bit more. But works. There's small pockets for PE. So with the 20, so I didn't collect enough data for the 20, but it looks like it probably would have broken down because I usually cut it off before the breakdown or the break up if it's a bearish market. So I usually cut that off. We'd probably get a lot less with the 20 EMA close. But I just don't think I'd enter this trade. This is something that I don't like. I don't like this. So I'm probably just going to delete this guy. That's an entry I do not want to take. All right. So here, this is... Yeah, I don't like this either. Price, yeah, I don't like that either. It just fucks off on the EMAs. This is the same thing here. Yeah, I don't like this either. There's not really a huge flush out. I mean, obviously it makes a really big move. The first one ends up getting me stopped out because of the candle low, but the swing keeps me in. This one, it doesn't like stay under the averages, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't show me a really big flush. So I'll probably delete this as well. Oh, whoops. All right, this one as well. I'm just used to, the other ones show moving averages just going down like that, just going down, like it's clearly separated from the actual like back and forth. Like this is no, this is no, this is good right here. The second one, the third trade, 1 2 3, third trade's pretty good. Just under, but the stop loss would be fucking huge. I don't like this either. All right, so this one would be a good one. The price action on the side here looks really bad as well. Just kind of comparing to how this and this look, like there was like nothing to the side of it right here. Like just clean buying, the pause and the drop off. You have clean buying, the pause and the sell off. Here you have clean buying. The pause is kind of part of this whole entire move. I don't really like that. Okay, I don't like this either. I don't like this either. Yeah, I don't like this either. All right, so this is good, and this is good. So all three of them were really good. So all three held under They all held under really nicely. So all three held under. EMAs. The recumulation, large bullish candle, large bullish candle, large bullish candle. So putting my stop loss worked here. It worked here. It didn't work on the third one. However, the swing worked on all of them. All of them. As we broke even, you had a small pocket in here, which validated with this coming from this low. And then momentum candle following it. Then momentum candle, momentum candle, momentum candle. Small pocket. Small pocket in here gets created from this low. So it seems like I'm gonna get into a lot more trade. I'm gonna get a lot more RR with the small pocket, the small pauses with the stop loss under the candle that validates the demand or the supply. Supply. It looks like. Okay, so it looks like the momentum candle actually keeps me in the move longer, right? Because my stop loss would be right here because there's no momentum in these. Okay, so it looks like the 20. So I'm noticing that so I could trail under the 20 EMA. So trailing under the 20 EMA gets me decent RR. RR. If I'm trailing with the pauses, so RR. Trailing with the pauses gets me the most RR. However, trailing under the momentum candle low, I allow the reaccumulation to occur. And if I were to do the momentum based off that, we're looking for like true momentum pushes. So like this right here would be a start of momentum move. I would probably squeeze out a little bit more RR, right? Because mom's here. Okay. Joke. And I squeeze out the most RR from the three because the momentum. Where's the fucking thing? Where's the paintbrush, bruh? So following with the thing, I would get cut off. I would get cut off under here, right? This is the momentum candle, so I get cut off there. Stop loss momentum candle. Most RR. So following this, we have the pauses, which be under here. The pause, which be under here. The pause, which be under here. The pause. right here would be taking, you know, the pause would give me more. The pause under the candle low. Oh fuck, no, we're looking at this. So this is the pause here, pause somewhere around here. The 20 EMA would give me less RR. The momentum candle would keep me in. Trail right here. Momentum. Would I say that's momentum? I would probably trail this momentum right here. I mean, this is not really momentum, the wick right there. So I would trail this as momentum. Yeah, so the momentum would give me more RR from the first trade. I'll squeeze out the most RR from the 3. And I probably wouldn't be in, which would not me to take trade 2 because the white marker would be my trailing under the momentum candle. So if I were to have one TP system, all 3 would give me this the trail under the momentum would give me the most RR. If I'm trailing with the many pauses, I could place myself on a swing liquidation. So for the most RR, we get the 20 EMA close. So the most RR, we have the pause. So we do have the momentum candle. The momentum candle close. This would give me more RR than the pause candle low, which would give me more RR, than the 20 EMA close, which would give me more RR than the swing, the pause swing. Is that how I said that in the other ones? The pause swing. Yes. So I wouldn't take into account the second trade because I wouldn't be in it. Probably follow the 1 2 1 2, right? 1 2 1 2 1. I wouldn't follow this stuff here. I'd be just in this one right there until I get taken out, which I get taken out here. So I really wouldn't be in this third trade. However, I would be in the third trade, or I wouldn't be in the second trade. I would be in the third trade. But then I would get stopped out on the third trade because I have it under the candle. But if I had it under the low, I would still be in this and I would be trailing this. Momentum. You have the pause just under here, stop loss. Momentum. Pause. You have the swing low, pause. You have the candle low here. This is also momentum. So this would give you the same. Under the 200, I would get a lot less, but you'd give it time to breathe here. Aggressive gives me more RR for sure. Maybe because if I'm trading a lower time frame, I could probably just take the aggressive stop loss, and then as I scale my account, I can move towards a more let it breathe type of approach. That's probably what I want to go for. I think that's what I would want to go for. Okay, this one as well is pretty good. Oh, this one gives you really good RR. So we have a clear one pause sell off. Here we have a clean. Oh, this wasn't a clean one. You have a 1, 2 sell off. Actually, yeah, it's clean. So you have a 2 sell off, 2 pause sell off. Yeah, that looked really good as well. This looked decent. Bullish candle, so confirm a large bullish candle closing above all 3 MAs. Putting my stop loss under the momentum candle works. So it works. Swing works. There are small pockets for break even. So trailing under the 20 EMA gets me decent RR. So if I trail with the 20, I'd be taking out here. The momentum candles, there's not really momentum candles. The only momentum candle would be right here, and I get taken out around there. If I trail with the mini pauses, I get that. I get boom right here. Okay. So trailing under the pause candle gets me the most RR. Most RR. And putting it under the swing. So trailing under the pause, or while the 20 EMA close gets me the, while the momentum candle gets me the least. So if I were to have one ZPCM trail under the pause candle, most RR. So the most R would be the momentum. So it would be the pause candle close. The pause candle low would be giving me more than the 20 EMA close, which would give me more than the pause swing, which would give me more than the momentum candle low. Okay. Right, so you have a nice, beautiful move up, the pause, the breakdown, beautiful holding under the EMAs, broken out with this candle. If I'm choosing to go with the momentum candle, stop loss under here, trail here. So this would give me the least. I didn't even notice that. This would give me the least. The pause candles would be boom here, stop loss, boom, stop loss. Oh shit. Okay, wait. So be here and the stop loss would be there. Pause, stop loss would be there. So I'd be taken out. Okay, so I'd be taken out here. And then the pause, the 20 EMA, I get taken out right here. So I would get slightly more from the 20 EMA. EMA gets me the most RR, while the momentum candle gets me the least. Trailing under the EMA close gets me the most RR here. Okay, so the 20 EMA close would give me the most RR. 20 EMA close would give me the most RR. The pause candle low would give me the second most. The pause swing would get me the third most, and then the momentum candle low would give me the least. So honestly, the most important thing would probably be just this, what gets me the most RR. So far, we have a momentum candle close, a 20 EMA close, a pause candle low, and a pause candle low. So right now, pause candle low is majority. I think we're just going to do it like that. Whatever ends up having the most outcome is what we're going to do. Yeah, I think we might do something like that. All right. So for this one was beautiful. This one was beautiful for sure. It barely gets me tapped out. Okay. So all three held under the EMAs. The reaccumulation was confirmed with a nice bullish candle right there. Very good momentum with this candle. Putting my stop loss under the candle worked, right? You guys can see that it worked right here. Didn't tap me out. This candle did not liquidate this low. I could have put it under the swing as well. So we have the small pockets right here. So you have a pocket right here, the pause. This pause right here. Fuck, I should have drew lines. Whatever. We know that none of them actually liquidated, so it was fairly good. So the pause was fine. If I did a close under the EMA, the 20 EMA, I think that I got good RR with that. I think 20 EMA got me the most here. So if I do the pauses, right? Pause under here. So I get taken out with this candle if I do the pauses. So this candle right here. Oh fuck, I wish I could. So this candle right here gets me taken out. So this right here gets me taken out. So this is the pause. This is the pause. Wow, it's the first time I'm ever using my mouse to write. So that's the pause. I get taken out. Taken out right there. So this pause candle low, I get taken out right here. If I do the swing, which would just be like this area right here, I would still be in the trade. Would I still be in the trade here? I'd still be in the trade, and then price comes here, I'd be out the trade. If I do the momentum candles, I'm in the trade, I'm still in the trade, right? There's no momentum candles really till here. So trailing under the momentum candles gives me the most RR. Gives you the most RR. Gives me the most RR. So if I'm gives me the most RR here, then I'll be right here, then I'll be right here, be under this, and then here would be under this, right? And then I get taken out. The 20 EMA would get taken out right here. And then the momentum candle would be stop loss under there. Stop loss under here. Stop loss under there. Stop loss under there. And then I get taken out. Right. Yeah. So the momentum candles gives me the most RR. So the most RR gives me the momentum candle low, followed by the 20 EMA, okay, followed by the momentum, the pause candle low, which would then take me out the swing. Wait, no, that doesn't really make any sense. So if I'm following the swing, here's the swing, here's the swing, here's the swing. Oh yeah, I would get taken out. Get taken out just a little bit under the pause candle swing. Okay. So far it's very back and forth. Like you have the momentum candle low, the 20 EMA close, the momentum candle close, the pause candle, yeah. So right now I think we're just gonna focus a lot more on the actual. We're gonna disregard all this other stuff here because we already have a good idea of what I'm looking for and what looks good in terms of an entry. All right, we have all these rules pretty much down packed. We're just gonna speed it up a little bit, and then we're gonna put the actual RR instead, like what gives me the most, because generally all of these are gonna look the same from now on. So there's no point really writing all this stuff. Right? If it's an ugly delivery, then we're just gonna skip it. So here we have obviously a clear move up, nice moves down. The pause candle. So the pause candle and the momentum. So the pause candle gives me the most. There's not really a momentum candle besides this one right here. So the pause, the more RR gives me the pause candle. So the pause candle low, pause candle low, then it would be the swing. No, it would be equal, be the swing, the pause candle swing, which would be equal to the 20 EMA close, which would be greater than the momentum candle low, right? And then break even, obviously we have the pauses in there. Break even, we after the pauses start to happen. So I think that the pause candle low is kind of gaining the momentum here. Able to break even after the, so break even after the first pause. The first pause, because you know fractal, right? You have your moves up, then your moves down, and then your moves up, then your moves down, and this move down right here, as it validates as high, is demand. So if true demand is in this market, this break, I should not. Oh wait, no, I can't go break even yet because this is my entry. I keep thinking that I'm entering down here. Enter off this wick. Do I get break even? I don't really get a break even, so this would be a -1. So this would just be a stop loss, right? So if this is a stop loss, there's no point, because if I'm entering here, I can't go break even yet. There's no momentum candle. 20, like, yeah, there's nothing. Unless I just take out risk early, right? So if price is actually coming down into here, and I notice that price doesn't want to go up, and it's created that move already, probably price wants to go down. So if it does come down, I'm supposed to go break even already, right? I can start trailing with. That's also a thing I could do, right? So here's my first. So this was my first trade. So this was my first. So first trade that should result in a -1. However, knowing true supply and demand validation, if the pause candle swing for just the break even is above my actual SL, I do expect that if price validates my entry, there should be no reason for price to come back to that swing point. So I could possibly mitigate risk. So minus, I don't know, 0.4 or something. That's what I'm noticing. Obviously, we need to look at this a lot more, but I mean, it doesn't validate here. Right, the validation is pretty good right here, right? As it breaks this high, pretty much under the swing, so I can move my stop loss already here. So it shouldn't come back here. Yeah, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. So that's something that's important to note. Here, price doesn't create anything really. It just kind of goes and comes back and then goes, creates the pauses. Right, pause here is not really justified because it doesn't actually displace. So because there's no actual displacement, I can't really count this as a pause. Looks like price just kind of just comes back to my entrance. So we allow price to breathe a little bit, but it does close under the 20 EMA. But then as it goes, creates momentum, pause. So it looks like the momentum candle. So momentum candle low was greater than the momentum pause low, which is greater, or which is pretty much equal to the pause candle swing. Momentum candle low. So, and then, which is greater than the 20 EMA close. Yeah, see, the close ends up taking me out right here. In terms of the momentum pauses, right? Pause right here, break even, boom, right here, candle low, or you do the swing. You have another pause right here, the swing or the or the low, same spot, or the momentum, boom, boom, you get taken out. Okay, so here you have your pause right here, boom, pause. So this is what I'm talking about, right? So as I enter off here, price comes down and then validates with this pause right here. As it validates, I can move my stop loss already, mitigating more risk, because I understand that price, if it wants to move, will make that move. And then as you continue with the momentum candles, momentum candle here, momentum candle here, momentum candle, not really momentum candle here, you have momentum candle right there. So if I follow with the pauses, you have a pause under here, you have a pause, yeah, it doesn't really do anything, eh? Pause with here. You have a pause, continuation here. Okay. So I'm able to, okay, so this is an example. Right, because if I enter off of this high, this is the new low, my entry is right here. So if I move my stop loss right there, maybe that's a minus 0.7, minus 0.6 instead of a -1. So I'm mitigating a lot more, but this is for the knowledge, understanding that this low should not be taken out if it's the true move, essentially. So let's go with that. So if you do with the pauses, right, the pauses, pause, right, you have pause again right here as it moves up, pause right here, the momentum candle. So momentum candle, then we have the pause candle low, then we have the swing, and then we have the 20 EMA close. Right, so I wouldn't be part of this whole move. I would be part of this area right here, boom. You have the pause, low, pause, low, pause, low. Right, I get out there, momentum, boom, 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 boom. Or not here, but boom, boom. So I'd get out right there. And then the swings are just under, here, under here, under here. So yeah, I get more out of the momentum candle, pause candle low. So it looks like the pause candle low and the momentum candle are the winners so far. The low, pause candle low. So pause candle low, pause candle swing, momentum candle low. So as price enters right here, this is another example. You have that pause, the validation here. Entry, boom. If I do the candle, it's under here. If I do the swing, it's under here, but I also mitigate more because my stop loss will be under there. So it'd be moved to here with the swing, it'll be here with the candle. Another pause under the swing, under the candle low, under the swing. Another pause right under the swing point, under the candle right here, which looks like I get taken out. Fuck, I didn't know at the time, but I should probably draw lines. Here you have another boom, another pause right here, just under this. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're gonna remove this now that we understand mitigating drawdown. So what gives me the most RR? Okay. So the pause, boom, pause. So pause, candle low, pause, candle low, pause, pause, candle low, low. Maybe this gets me tapped out if I'm like right here, or maybe not. Actually, this looks pretty even. Maybe I don't get tapped out. Here's the pause right here, under here, boom, under here. So it looks like the pause candle low gets me the most RR. No, it's the fucking 20 EMA. So the 20 EMA, the pause candle low, and then you have some momentum candles. Pause candle swing. Swing. And then you have, actually wait, let me see the momentum. So there's not really momentum candles in here, nothing really strong. The only momentum candle would be right here. So this would be less than the EMA pause candle, so this would be right here. Pause candle. Okay. Yes. This is looking really good, man. This is looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna go fucking eat something. I'll be right back. I'm fucking hungry, yeah. Alright, fellas. It's the next day. I think I talked about how I was gonna come back or some shit like that, or I was gonna go eat some dinner. I did eat, but I also wanted to watch some basketball, so I completely just cut it off the night. But yeah, we're back again today, and we're gonna finish off with a bunch of these. So just carrying off where we left off, we're gonna go ahead and do these guys now. So here, we had the nice flush. We had the nice accumulation. It did gap here. This is the first gap that I'm looking at. But let's see. I mean, this all looks really good. Clean, pause, flush out. Moving under the moving averages, really, really clean. All that stuff. So we take the buy stop here. Just under.
We have the momentum candle right here. We have a nice pause right here. Boom, pause with this candle right here. So this is automatically a close. So as it goes here and closes down there. So we'd be stopped out right here. If we follow the 200 close, we get less. Under the swing, we get less. Okay. So more R is the pause candle low is going to be better than the pause candle swing, which is going to be better than the 20 EMA close, which is going to be better than the and a low. Yeah, so okay, so I ain't gonna lie, this morning I kind of watched a couple videos and from like my mentor and all that stuff, and I noticed that he, instead of waiting for the close, he just trailed under like the swings related, or what the fuck? What am I saying, bro? It's too early, bro. What the fuck? He kind of trailed with the 20 EMA under like the low, like a swing point basically. So what he would do is he would see this move up and then he'd put it under this swing. So he wouldn't close here. He would just wait for price to move up and then move his stop loss to here. And then you have your swing point right here, stop loss here. Price comes down, goes up, stop loss under here. Nothing happens and he just waits. So in that sense, I would get more R out of the 20. But again, I'm also risking the possibility of price kind of just, if I go here, then I'm losing out on this right there. But I am giving more time for it to breathe. So maybe I might consider doing something like that. We'll do something like that first. Hold on. 20 EMA swing. So we'll implement that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of trailing our stop loss that could possibly work. So how would I work? How would I do it here? So boom, under here, 20, like right here. Boom, move it. Boom, move it around here, around this area. Boom, around this area. Boom, around here. And then you go boom again around here. And then you get stopped out right there. So this would give me pretty good RR, because I get taken out right here. The pause, I'll get out right here. The momentum candle, boom, I'll get out right here. Probably get gapped as well, right? Or I'll get out right here. This isn't as momentum. Yeah. Again, here. So you have your boom, swing. Boom, right here, swing. Boom, swing. Under the 20 EMA right here. Boom, under the 20. Price comes down, starts to head up. Boom, under the 20, I get out right here. Boom, 20 around here. I don't know. I don't think this is a pause. It might just be equal. Here. Right, move my stop loss here with that new rule. Okay. Let me just fucking finish this. So we have nice movement, nice flush holding on the EMAs. Boom. You have the nice pause right here. Pause. 20 EMA. Pause 20 week on break even. Momentum candles. There's no momentum candles unless until here. So boom. Boom. Right here. Boom. Okay. All right. So 20 EMA swing didn't do shit. Okay. So break even, the most swing right under there. So the swing would be right here for the pause. The candle pause would be right here. So I'll get more. So pause candle low would give me more R than the pause candle swing. Right, and now just go break even. Yeah, so I wouldn't even be in this, because as this goes, I'm already going break even. So I wouldn't technically be in this. I mean, I think this lines up. Oh no, yeah, it would be right this high, right? So as pause, go break even, and then I'd get taken out there. So if I went with the pause candle low, I'd get a lot more RR than the pause candle swing right here. Right here. See, this is where I wish I took a little bit more consideration of the actual price action and took more of this stuff in there, but you know, what can we do about it? So a buy stop is high, price creates the pause right here, go to break even. Right, the pause just under here, break even, it gaps really well, so I probably have my stop loss under there. Here we have another gap and creates this right there. So the swing would be like down. The swing would be right here because this is the candle liquidation. So I put the swing right there. The candle low would be right here. The momentum candle would be like boom, boom, boom. I get taken out. So generally they're all kind of like in the same area. The 20 EMA would definitely be. Alright, the swing would be right here, right? Because this candle, boom, swing. Probably like around there. So I'd still be in there, probably around here, because the candle for my stop loss right here. Okay, so I get more RR out of the 20 EMA swing. And then I get the pause candle low. And then it would be equal with the momentum. Candle low, which would be which would be more than the pause candle swing. And then, oh shit, the 20 EMA close. 20 EMA close. Yeah, so you have the 20 EMA swing, which would literally still be in this trade, but I didn't take enough data for it. But we, like, just out of the screenshot, the 20 EMA close would be right here. So I'd be taken out right here, but this is still more than the pause candle low, which would be here. This is the pause candle low. And then the momentum candle low would be like boom, boom. This is a nice momentum candle right here, boom. And then you have the pause candle swing would be right here. 20 EMA swing, pause candle low, momentum candle low, momentum candle low, momentum candle low, pause candle low, momentum candle low. So it looks like the momentum candle low is kind of doing its shit. pause candle low, pause candle low, momentum candle close. I feel like the momentum candle close and the pause candle are the ones that give me the most RR, like as fast as possible. But then obviously, you know, the 20 EMA stuff is the one that will get me more of like a long term take profit. So if I wanted to take multiple TPs, I feel like that would give me the most RR, like just being able to be inside the actual like trend if it keeps going and going and going. I feel like that would be the best type. You kind of just see here, pause candle, right? Pause candle, we move my stop loss right there. Boom, again, stop loss will be right here, so we just lose out on a bit, right? Because the entries are here. Boom, right there. The swing is right here, so for my stop loss there. No, this is the stop loss right here. But then boom. I don't know how that would go actually. Hold on. So if I enter a buy stop here, I get buy stopped into this. Do I take this? Because usually it just goes right after. I don't think I would take this because it does invalidate it right away. So I'll probably delete that. Okay. So here you have a pause, break even, pause, trail right here, candle low, pause right here, candle low, get taken out, momentum candle, get taken out, boom, trail just right here, boom, trail just right here, boom, trail right there, trail right here, boom, oh shit, keeps going, boom, trail right, boom, the candle that created the move is right here. I'm still in this, boom, oh my god, I think the 20 EMA swing is the move. I feel like that's low-key the fucking move. Like that, I feel like that might just be the fucking move, I ain't gonna lie. The 20 EMA swing is probably gonna be the move. Like, I don't know, I just like how it gives enough breathing room for the trade to actually go up. Like if this is a pause right here, right? If this is a pause, right? I'm putting my stop loss under the candle, like where the EMA is, the swing, the updated one. And then I'm just doing that the whole way, right? So if I get taken out here, or if I get the candle, if the thing is broken out here, I'm putting my stop loss like under here. And then it keeps going, stop loss under here, around that, here, stop loss under here, here, stop loss like right there. And then it just keeps going, right? I don't get taken out. Right, price goes again here, stop loss just under here, and then just keeps going, right? Like I'm still in this whole thing. But then if I were to do your momentum candle, I get taken out there, here, I get taken out right there. I mean, with this move, it's still really good, right? That's still a really good move. Right, if I do the pause candle swing, boom, 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 right under here, boom, pause candle swing, boom, right here, boom, 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 right there, I get taken out right here. Or the pause candle swing. There we go. Pause candle swing. I think I want to do the swing. Like in terms of like, sorry guys. So in terms of just being part of a trend, like a full-on trend,
I think that the 20 EMA swing and the pause candle swing would probably be the best, just in terms of catching an actual trend, right? Because if I do pause candle here, right, pause swing, you know, you got your swing. Where's your swing? Here, this is swing low, swing. What is that? Wait. Here you have your swing. Here you have your swing. Here you have your swing. Then you get taken out right there. Taken out right there. And then if you do swing right here, and then if you just do the actual, what's it called? The 20 EMA, right? Go here, stop loss right there. So we move it. Right, this is just basic break even as well, basic stuff. So price creates that. I move my stop loss right there because this is, you know, obviously I don't expect price to come back. Price breaks above here. This candle, stop loss right there. So it keeps going. Stop loss right there. Oh wait, no. Price breaks at high. Stop loss. So I'll be at break even right now because of just like where this is. So I don't expect it to come back down into here, because my entry would be right here, right? So I would be at break even. And then this one right here, I put my stop loss there. So it slowly starts to creep up here around here, around here. Up. So this is where it was right here. It's probably my stop loss around there. Price starts to creep again, breaks this high, goes up here, closes, probably go right here, and I get taken out right there. So I'm part of that whole entire trend. Momentum candles, pauses. Yeah, I feel like this is low-key good as well. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of better. I think that just in terms of catching a trend, the 20 EMA swing would probably be the best. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do, honestly. Of course, there are drawbacks to it as well, because if price never kind of goes and just if I have pure momentum candles and I don't get, like, if I just get like 5 of these in a row, I'm not taking advantage of the momentum candle pause. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not taking advantage of the momentum candle pause, like the lows of the momentum candle. That's kind of the thing that I don't like the most. And I just want to have one TP. Like, obviously, if I had 2, then I probably could implement. I could probably implement that where it's momentum candle, momentum, and then trail my stop loss with that at the same time. I could possibly do that as well. How would this look like on this one? Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, let's do. Wait, no. We'll do this one first. So this right here, move my stop loss right there. As price breaks this pause, I'm well above break even. This right here, probably around there, stop loss. This get broken right there. This candle, probably a stop loss around there. We're still in here. Price breaks with this candle. My stop loss would probably down here. Maybe it taps me out. Let's just say it taps me out. If I do the momentum candles, okay. If I do the momentum candle swing, boom, boom,
So I get taken out right here with the pause candle swing. Let's do this again. Let's do the momentum candles now. Let's do the momentum candles now. Momentum candles. So it would be here. Here. Would that really be momentum candles though? I feel like a momentum candle would just be like, you know, moves like that. That would be like momentum, right? And then trailing under there. Yeah, I don't think there would be anything, to be honest. Like, there's no like true like crazy momentum candles. Like maybe this one and this one here. Like momentum candles, I'm thinking about like something like this, you know, just moving averages clearly going up like that and just trailing like that. It's momentum candles for me. Go through here. How would this look like? Oops. Okay, so if I did the pauses, I still, okay, so here I would still be in this trade because there's no validation until price breaks this high. Price breaks this high, move my stop loss here. If we get a pause, I move my thing here. So yeah, this is the downside of it. I get stopped out right there. But if I were to do like the momentum swings, I would be right there. I get more RR from that. I'm assuming this is equal, so nothing to do there. I would literally just get it taken out here, or if I do the EMA close, I'd get taken out right there. I'm kind of liking the 20 EMA swing. And then like if I were to do a second place, it would probably be the momentum pause swings for sure. So here, I move my stop loss there, and I get taken out for a minus 0.5 instead of a 1, so I mitigate risk there. How would I look like for this? So I get entered in here, where my stop loss here under this swing, which is basically where my stop loss is right now. So I wouldn't be going to break even just yet. Price then creates this move. I'd be at break even right now. This candle, trail here. This candle, I'll trail right there. Price breaks. Oh fuck, I can't really see that well with this one. Price breaks here. I'm assuming that the low will be right there. As price breaks, creates another break right here. So if we did a 20 EMA, I get taken right there. If we did the momentum swings, I get taken out right here. Right, I get taken out right there, but we're still in with the 20 EMA. There, the 20 EMA would be right here, so I'll just put my stop loss under the swing. We have another pause right there. This would be around here, so I'll probably put my stop loss under that swing. I don't think I get taken out. And we go for the next one right there, where the EMA would be right here, so I'll put my stop loss just under. And then price creates one final move right here. This EMA, so I'll put it right under the swing, probably around here, and then get taken out. So I get part of this whole entire move right there. Yeah, I think the 20 EMA swing is probably the way to go. Just thinking long-term wise as well. Yeah. Swing. That could be kind of like a TP. I can maybe do 2 of those. Or I don't know, we'll see how the data works. But I think that this is probably the one I like the most. I know I haven't really gone through all of them, but I'm thinking that just because I get more, like I get in the actual trend and I let price breathe, and I'm willing to sacrifice fast RR for catching more long term with trends. You know what I mean? It's just what I like, because if I follow with momentum as well, I mean, there's still going to be, okay, so let's say I'm still in this trade right here. You have a break right here. This is going to be down here. And then price makes this big move. And then let's say this just fucks around here and just goes down. You kind of understand, like, you I don't know. I'm missing out on this whole entire move right here, right? That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because let's say price really does fucking go like that. And then the only pause I'm getting is like here. And then price just keeps going up and up and up and up. And then just goes all the way down and takes me out here when I could have secured stuff up there. That's the only thing I'm like really worried about. But fuck. I should probably lock all this. I'm too lazy to do it though. How can I do this though? That's the thing. Like in this case, obviously it does do it, but in the case that it doesn't, right, it does break this high right here. So I'll put my stop loss probably under this swing. You know, let price do its thing, and then price ends up taking me out. But I'd be part of these really big trends. That's the thing, right? Like that's what I want. Like if I were to look at this, how would this work out? Okay, so I enter here. Obviously, I'm gonna go break even right away because, I mean, this is crazy momentum. Price breaks this high. I'm probably having my stop loss just under the wick, so I'll probably put my stop loss there. Price does its thing here. Probably my stop loss just right here. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Price does not break above this high again. So my stop loss is literally just down here. And then I get taken out. That's the thing I don't like, because if I'm able to secure all the way up here, you know, that's still crazy. That's still really crazy. You're utilizing like structure to my TP, but the downside is you're sacrificing all this in order to let it breathe and do its thing up here, then follow that stuff as well. Follow, you know, that, right? And then that's the only thing I'm sacrificing. But when it does work, you know, holy shit, this is crazy. This is crazy. So I probably don't get entered into here because I said that I wanted to like enter right away. So I probably don't get in this trade here. But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, okay, you gotta pause here. This candle, probably like right there. Boom, this goes down to around here. Boom, this candle goes down to here. And then just continues going up and up and up. I mean, this is still a really good entry. Don't get me wrong. But that would leave me in the trade, right? If I were to do swing low, I'd be taken out. If I were to do momentum candles, you know, momentum, I get taken out at here. But because I'm patient, I'm letting the the price do its thing. I'm getting in more. There definitely is drawbacks to that, but I think I'm willing to take it. I think I am willing to take it. Right here, stop loss. Move right here, boom. Stop loss just goes under here because this is still within drawdown, so I move my stop loss instead of the MAs.
Price breaks is high. I put my stop loss just under this swing. I get taken out right here. Price creates a move. Stop loss is under here. Still in drawdown. Boom. Under here. Boom. Under here. Boom. Yeah, dude, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Right here. My stop loss will probably be under here, but because this was a very big move, I'd probably like put it under this gap. I'd probably put it under this gap here. It would be dumb for me not to move it up with this. Okay, let's just mark this out because I probably have a good understanding already of what I'm looking for, so you guys can see here. Under here, boom, under here, boom. Price just keeps going. It just keeps going. Let's mark this out again. Just under here, so basically break even. Boom, right under here. Boom, right under this swing. Boom, right under here. Boom, under this swing. And then it just keeps fucking going, man. Boom. Probably put it under this swing here. Boom. Under here. Boom. Here. Boom. Here. Still, bro. We're still in this, bro. Holy fuck. Boom. I guess when it does do this, we're trying to bank on the fact that price wants to continue going up, or it will start to slow down and then go up, and then I'll just move my stop loss closer. But you guys can see, bro, if I'm still in this trade right here, bro. That's crazy to me. Imagine this is like more long term. Like I'd be in hell. Like, okay, what is this? This is GC. I think this is GC, right? This is GC. 26 December 25. Time frame 1 hour, 1 minute. I think it's still GC 1 minute. Hold up, boys. Let's see. GC. I think this is the 1 minute. (26 December) 26 December at 11:50. December 11:50. I don't think this is the one. Doesn't look like it's the one. What the fuck? Comics. Which one was this? Was this NQ? No. Fuck. I forgot which one this was. Fuck. What was that? I just know that'd be a massive. This would probably be like 12, 13R, maybe 15. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I mean, really trend following, right? How would this work? Boom. Stop loss. Move it here. Just a little bit, minus 0.8. Price keeps going. Price keeps going. Boom. See, this is what I don't like, man. Like, if it keeps going here and then just falls out, I miss out on, like, all this profit up here. But I'm sacrificing that for real trends, you know? I mean, maybe I could do, momentum like this. I could probably do a trail
And then I could also follow at the same time. So I'd follow here, stop loss there, follow here, stop loss here, follow here, stop loss right there, follow here. Holy fucking stutter. Hold, stop right here. Press just under the swing. Like, I'd still be in these, man. These are crazy runs. And then I get taken out here, but then I'd miss out on all that. I think I'm willing to take that trade-off, though. I mean, if I'm getting in these trends and I'm letting price really do its thing, then this is still a really good RR. I mean, from here, having this, I mean, that's still a good amount. That's probably like 15 R right there. Do I have this? Oh my god, what the fuck? What is this, man? What is this asset? Is it a 1 hour? No, it'll show 1 hour. It says it's a 1 minute. Sure, can I see a little bit of it? Oh, it's silver? This is an R, right? Silver? Is it silver? Silver 925. Silver. December 9th. I think it is. It is. Okay, this is December. 1 minute. Yep. Yup. 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 Wait, what is this again? This was on the 26th of December. Yes, sir. Right, yes. 26th December, 11:50, right? $11.50. So around here. This is the entry. Price just under here. Right, so price gaps just under here. This would be right here. This would be right here. This would be under this swing. This move will be right under here. Price gaps again. This move would be around there. Then breaks again. It'll be around under this swing. Boom, it fucking gaps. Holy shit. It gaps. Gaps. Honestly, this is pretty ugly right there. This is a pretty ugly price action. So we'd be here. How much would I miss out on this? So I'm missing out on a whole around 8 RR right there. But because it keeps going, right? It keeps going, breaks this high. Stop loss just around here. And bro, we would be in this whole move right there. That'll be a 21 RR move. Pure 21 RR. That is fucking insane. I literally milked that whole thing. I would milk that whole entire fucking market right there. Look at that. I was part of that whole move. 21R. That is absolutely insane. That is insane, G. That is insane. Right, so I get taken out here if I was doing the pause candle low. The swing would keep me in. 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 The swing would keep me in here. The swing would take me out. So following the swing, I'd be taken out right there for 9 RR. That's still absolutely amazing. That's absolutely fucking amazing. What if I just did a TP, like a partial following the pauses, and then have my stop loss under? Oh, that would be crazy as well. I just need to keep that profitability though. I ain't gonna lie. I might just have to do that. I might just do that. Not like the partial, but I might just do the 20 swing. Like this looks crazy, man. For trends, like if I'm trading like a stock account or something, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I'll go break even. I'm break even here. Or I don't get in this. I'm break even here. There's no pauses. I'm letting price do its thing, but price really goes up already, so I'll probably go break even already anyways. So I'll probably be break even here. Or actually no, I entered here, right? I enter right here. I get gapped, so my entry would be right there. Price do its thing. And it should be like right there. Oh, this looks ugly as fuck. Let me delete this. I'll probably get fucked over here, but okay. Here's the next one. Oh, see, I want to be in this as well, but if I were, right, price goes up, I move my stop loss here, so mitigating like 0.2 RR right there. Price breaks is high, just under the candle, probably around here, and I get taken out right there. Under the swing, I would still get taken out. Yeah, it was a nice little run, but I wouldn't be in this trade. Alright, so here you have a nice move right there. Move my stop loss just here. I get, that's just there. I get taken out because of this, right? I'm still knowing that price could come back down anyways and continue going up. So I probably get I probably get stop loss right there. I would probably get stop loss right there. Yeah. So mitigate 0.5. Here. Price breaks is high. Stop loss just under here. Price breaks is high. Stop loss just right there. I get taken out right there. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, enter off here. There's no pause yet. Price creates that pause. We're going break even basically. Price creates that move. What would that be like right here? Still in this trade maybe? Price keeps going. Price just under here. I think this is still even until price breaks this, and then it takes me out right here. I get taken out. Okay, next one. I get taken out here right away. But it's a -1. Price gets in. We have the pauses. So I'm going break even already. So this is right here. I go break even under here. Or not break even, but I mitigate more risk. And then here I'm finally at break even. And then I get taken out break even right there. This one. Boom. So a lot of sideways action in there. But then I ended up going break even. Price breaks just under here. Just under here. Probably around here. Price breaks under the swing. Price breaks again under the swing. Price breaks again. Probably like right here. And then I get taken out right there. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the swing. It looks really good trend wise. Yeah, it looks really good trend wise. I'm willing to sacrifice the momentum in order to stay with trend and let it squeeze out more and more and more RR from actually with it. I get break even really fast anyways because of the pauses. I mitigate a lot more risk, so I'm willing to take on the trend. I'm willing to take it on. Hey, yo, pause. But let's look at this. So you have the momentum right here. So I'm willing to miss out on this if it were to come down. But I'd be at break even anyway. So I'd be break even. So if it comes down, I'm already -1.
However, I understand that price can do something like that. So I'm banking on this. So as we do this is probably that. Go here. Right at this pause right here, I'm essentially where I would be if I were a trail. Maybe a little bit under because this would be on momentum. But then as it continues to go, put my stop loss here, continue to go, put my stop loss here, and I get taken out right there. And then price eventually reverses down. Yeah, I think I'm willing to sacrifice that, to be honest. We're doing this. You have a break right here. This comes down maybe around here, just under, and then basically I get taken out of break even. Maybe I wouldn't even move it anyways because it would be at break even. So there's no point just getting like 0.3 RR. So I just leave it and then I just hit my break even. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful, man. You got move right here. Just made a really good, nice move. You go break even. Boom. Just here. Boom. Under there. Boom. Probably under here. Boom. Wait, this would be around here. Boom. Just under these swings. Boom. A little bit more. Boom. Around here. Boom. Around here. And then we get taken out right there. So we miss out on this extra, but this could easily just pause and then continue going up and then, probably trail right there. So I'm willing to miss out on that. That's a lot of RR. What is this? 15 minute? I don't know. I don't remember what I did 15 minute on. But yeah, that looks crazy. Comex. Might be silver as well. Or gold. This could be gold. 15 minute. 15 minute. 15 minute. GC. This might be gold. Hold on. 2019. February 2019. This could be gold. This could be gold. What is this? It's the 18th. 18th. 1918 at 9 p.m. It's February 18th. Maybe it could be this one. It looks like it is. It looks like it is. It looks like it is. At 19. 21. 21. It's not. It's not. It's not. Which one is this? Is this NQ? No. GC? I'm looking at that right now. What the fuck? Silver? No way. No way it's not. This is also Comex. Right? What fucking futures did I do here? Is it ES? No, it's not. Is this oil? It's not oil. Oh my god, which one is this? Is this Bitcoin? It's not Bitcoin. Oh my god, it's killing me. Why did they cut it off? Why did it get cut off, bro? Fuck. Oh, I don't remember what
what it is. I just want to see how much RR I would get here. This is honestly probably like 25, 20 something maybe. Maybe 18 or like 23 or some shit like that. Oh, here, I don't follow this. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we'll do that. This really gives price time to breathe. And really, yeah, I think we're just going to do this. So, this is going to be what I look for. So we're going to look for a clean stage 2 pause flush move, right? So a clean stage 1 or stage 2 pause flush move is essentially stage 2 pause flush. We're looking for a clean like that. We're not looking for stuff that's choppy, right? You have a clean stage 2 pause flush. We're looking for that, right? This right here would not be a clean one, so this would not be really good. This would be pretty choppy. It would be a nice flush, but this whole thing right here is kind of choppy. Here you have a nice stage 2, you have a nice pause, and then you have a flush. That looks really good. So cleans 2 pause flush move, and then what? Price holds under all 3 EMAs. Price, you enter off a clear momentum candle, validating the displacing the accumulation / distribution. Stop loss under the candle. Stop loss under the momentum candle. Okay, that's it. That's the entry. A clean stage 2 pause flush. Price holds under all 3 EMAs. Enter off a clear momentum candle displacing the accumulation / distribution. Stop loss under the momentum candle. Do not enter if price is fairly sideways with not a clear flush. Not a clear flush. If it's really wicky. Actually, no, wiki's fine. Wiki's alright. I just don't want like huge back and forth wicks. Yeah, it's whatever. I feel like just entering price when there's a clear flush is really all I'm looking for, to be honest. Right, on works for yeah, we're just gonna do that. That's basically how I'm gonna enter. And then based off the trade management, or we'll do break-even management first. So we have break-even management. So you trail the stop loss. Okay, we'll say move stop loss with the pauses right away, not under the EMAs. Pause right away under the swing.
Even if it's in drawdown. So we understand that price shouldn't come back down if it's demand validation. So if it's in drawdown, I'm willing to take that, because we've seen through a lot of these that if price is really with the move, it'll just go up. So we're not really worried about if price comes down to drawdown at all. I'm fine with taking the risk on that. And I'm also mitigating the -1 to maybe like a -0.7, -0.3. So that's going to help my bottom line tremendously. Move stop loss to break even right if there is crazy momentum right away. So large candles just in pure delivery. So we're talking about this. If I enter right there and then price just literally makes that like that, then I'm gonna go break even right away. There's no reason why I should wait for a pause for me to go break even right there, right? There's no reason for that. So if price creates like that type of movement, then I'll just go break even right away. So that's my break even management. So I have, when price is just doing what it should be doing, like normal moves, right under the pauses, under the swing, even if it's in drawdown, not under the EMAs. And then if price is really moving, then price just go break even right when the large candles are forming, pure delivery. And now the TP, right? This guy right here, this is the fucking money maker right here. All right, hold up. I'm just sending a text really quick. Okay. So for the TP management, take profit management. So we're just gonna do a trailing system, which is just gonna be a 1 TP trailing stop loss. As price makes its pauses, trail the stop loss under the 20 EMA in relation to where the pause gets, in where the candle that validates the pause gets printed. As price makes the pause, trail the stop loss. That's it. That's literally it. As price makes its pauses, trail the stop loss under the 20 EMA in relation to where the candle that validates the pause gets printed. Yeah, that's literally the take profit management. Very simple, very easy. Yeah, just one TP. Maybe down the line I could expand to multiple take profits, but for now, I'm really taking into consideration the trend, right? Being part of the actual trend and not just quick RR. Yeah, I feel like this will work for long term. Long term. I'm just kind of thinking about, if price does really make momentum runs and comes back down, that's like the only thing I'm contemplating on. But I mean, I guess one pause can really change it anyways. So we might just do one TP, and then down the line, I can maybe do two two trailing, and then just literally do this exact same thing again. Maybe we might consider that, but for right now, the 20 looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, that's really it. That's really it. Let's move this up here. And then let's just move this closer. There's nothing else to do. Okay, this is... Okay. Yep. This is more revised. This is less... Wait, no, this is less rules? It's typically the same thing. Less take profit management, obviously. Break even is the exact same thing, right? Very simple as well. Price pause. Yeah, that's very simple. The take profit is a lot more simpler. I don't have to worry about partials. It's just one trailing stop loss. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. Let me fix this up a little bit. Okay. This is what I'm going to go into with the data collection. We're going to... Yeah, I'm just going to film some of that later today. But for right now, we're just going to leave it at that because... Yeah, I think that's all. Let's just review this really quick. So for our context time frame, we need a prior flush. We're already in a one-sided market for reaccumulation, redistribution. Price creates a 1-2-1-2 pause sequence. No wiki movements, no lack of volume in candles. Clean candles for stage 2, showing clear buying and selling. We have a clean pause with no wiki movements or back and forth candles going sideways. There's clear selling into the EMAs or a bit under. So that's just the context alone. For the pause, we need a clean stage 2 pause, flush move. Price holds under all 3 EMAs, enters off a clear momentum candle, displacing the accumulation distribution, stop loss under the movement of the candle. Okay. So we have the clean selling into the EMAs, so that's the pause, and then you have the entry. How am I going to enter on my actual time frame? And then you have your break even. So move the stop loss with the pauses right away under the swing, even if it's a drawdown, not under the EMAs. Move the stop loss to break even if there is crazy momentum right away. So large candle is just pure delivery. And then my take profit is literally just a trailing system. So as price break makes its pauses trail under the stop loss under the 20 EMA in relation to where the candles that validate the pause gets printed. And that's it. That's it. So we're scratching this off. We looked at majority of these, right? We looked at every single one of them basically, and we found proper context rules that correspond to how we viewed every single one of these photos. And then for the entries, right, obviously there are a lot more entries because we saw like we have to take into account all of them and what worked, and we were able to develop the entry time frame rules, the break-even management, and then the take profit management. And yeah, we really went in with these first 5, 6, and then we just from there we basically knew the foundational rules for that, and then we tried to develop the most amount of RR we could get out of looking at these screenshots, so the RR rules that we could implement. And then as we started to go, we just started marking them down because I found that the 20 EMA swing would be the best for trend following and not actually getting fast RR very quick. And that's kind of what I want to go for long term, because if I'm entering a trade, I want to be part and maximize the trend as much as possible. And following a 20 EMA swing will get that. but I'm also sacrificing, huge momentum in replace for actually following a trend to its full, like literally just milking the entire market. That's what I'm exchanging right there. So yeah, I think I'm very comfortable with these rule sets right here. It's very simple for me to follow. It's very simple, but at the same time, it's very like precise. So I know exactly what I'm looking for. I feel like it's not too simple where it's just open-ended. Like I could just follow any trade. I mean, there's specific context that I'm looking for. So, really good bullish candles, really good bullish candle stage twos, really clean pauses, this is pretty clean pause as well, right? Momentum candles, accumulations coming from flushes, right? Wicks like these I probably wouldn't enter, right? So you have your moves up, and then you have your flushes, and then you have the accumulation right here. You have the stage ones. You have a 1-2 sequence. That 2 sequence is clean bullishness, clean selling. So there is very good criteria when it comes to what I'm looking for, very good filtration as well. So prior whatever sideways movement, stage 1-2, 1-2, really good buying, really good selling into the EMAs, and then take entries as is. And then when it comes to the entries, you have it holds under the 3 EMAs, breaks out with a nice momentum candle, and then you follow with the 20 EMA, right? And then as it creates its pauses, you move under, so it mitigates a lot more of that -1 to like it reduces it to like a minus 0.6, minus 0.5, and I'm willing to take that risk because I already know that if the trade is truly going, then it should literally just keep going and it should never come back, right? Should never come back as it validates this demand. Should never come back. So I'm willing to risk that trailing rule right here, because this is a perfect example of it. Enter, boom, just under the swing. You mitigate risk from the actual -1. It keeps going. If it does come back down, then it wasn't the true move and the price didn't really want to go. Yeah, that's kind of the whole entire breakdown of these rules right here. And we're gonna look to data collect. We're gonna data collect later. I just have to make sure that I'm not data collecting into the Knicks game. If there is a Knicks game, let's see if there's a Knicks game. I want to watch that shit. So there is. Okay, wait. Let's look at this. See if there's a Knicks game going on. I fucking love the Knicks, bro. Okay, so we have the Magic, Wizards, Pistons, Chicago Bulls, Raptors. I want to watch this game. I don't know if I'm watching this. The Curry's out. Probably watch the Lakers game. Yeah, Knicks aren't playing. I might watch this game and this game. I like the Bulls and the Raptors. I like the Magic. I'll watch those guys. And Lakers, I mean, it's the only game at 7. I'm not going to watch this. Curry's not even playing. Booker's not even playing. Yeah, I got to make the video before 4. Yep. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and record the data collection. I'm going to restart that thing and just implement these rules right here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this very long fucking video. Bye, man. And I always say, man, this shit's boring as fuck, but that's system development, man. This is truly understanding a system from scratch, breaking it down, testing it, seeing what works with the data collection or with the case studies, identifying things you see in here, implementing them into rules, and then implementing that into data collection. So yeah, we're going to move on to the next stage of data collection. We're going to stick with these stuff right here, and this is literally going to be a fucking movie. So go ahead and subscribe, guys.